from problems or something.
But what about the niggas that come like they go 3 times a day or twice a day? Like
if you're not doing it for financial benefit, come on, you don't need
that's
your
what I'm
body.
saying.
Your body don't even need all
that's what I'm saying. You go 3 times.
Some of them, that's a career though.
I understand if your body, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you ain't no bodybuilder,
And you work
like Kevin Hart said, you work at T-Mobile. Like, what's
What
going on?
okay, you done. You did everything.
But if you look at that, that's what get them the extra sale.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
No lie, I was about to steal his joke and be like, if you work at Home Depot, what's the point? But you would have been like, you stole a joke. So I was just
Yeah, because you tried to steal one of his jokes before. So what's going on, people? It's another episode of What's on My Brain. I'm your host, AC Slander.
What it do is your boy comedian Wats.
And we got us a guest on here. Honestly, it's the second time shooting. The first footage.
Blame it on this motherfucker right here, man. You want to try
The
out
first
the phone?
footage. Yeah, I was trying something out, technical difficulties. And
The phone wasn't even on, man.
no, introduce yourself, man.
My
Everybody.
name Eddie Frank, AMG and AmgProductions. Now fitness specialist. I mean, it's titles, but
This nigga clown. If you try to climb a mountain the next, like tomorrow, this the nigga you need right here, man.
Hey, it's a movie with these white kids they hired to, like Owen Wilson to be their bodyguard.
Yeah.
If it's little black kids out here, he's for hire. Ain't nobody messing with you on the playground. He come up.
Nah.
Right.
But yeah, man, how you feeling though? It's hot as hell.
Man, good, man. Real good. I mean, real excited about Trenton right now. Excited about the energy. Excited about the new entrepreneur spirit that everybody's having right now.
Real. Merch out right now.
Yeah, and then
Ain't gonna be out for long.
Niggas top the moon shirts out now. My bad.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's what we talk about. Promotion. You know what I mean? Not nobody stepping on each other's toes. And so on and so forth.
One is about showing love, man. I show love to people. I don't know if people understand that, but the reason kind of behind this podcast is basically to say stuff that you want to say normally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna force nobody to say it. This is my podcast. I'm gonna say it. There's a lot of stuff I get randomly in my head, just sitting and thinking. And I want to bring other people on so they can let people see how they think sometimes.
Right.
Like, right, let me ask you this. We're gonna start off with this. And it's kind of a 2-part question, so people might see this again. But drums or flats?
Drums with me.
What about you?
I'm gonna have to go the bitch ass way and say flats.
Yeah, I knew you was. I'm a drum guy too. There's something about having a solid piece of, you know what I mean? No meat in the end. There's only one bone.
There's a solid piece of short meat. I mean,
You can flip that question as crab legs or the whole
Body.
the whole body.
That's
That's
too much work for me. The drum is like boom,
Boom.
Yo, eating crabs is work itself. You gotta crack the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You gotta find.
But I say
dig your
that
hand in there, and grab the
because-
shit out.
I say that because I think maybe it's just me, but I think more men like drums than women.
Yeah.
And it's something about flats that I think it's a reason why women like it.
I mean, I like flats.
Here we go.
Go ahead. I was trying to explain what you like
When you
flats.
get a flat, what do you do with it? You gotta break it open.
Yeah.
What you do with a girl when you about to take her down? You gotta break the legs open. There's something about that motion. I guess they like it.
I understand that. I mean, that's
Think about it. We got to dig one solid piece. That's a
So
drum.
why not eat the flat?
Cause I want
So
a
now,
drum.
if you're looking at it, you eat a little piece of dick. I'm just saying. I mean, I'd rather take the flat and you eat it.
So what you busted the flat open like this?
I don't bust it
like
open.
that.
I eat it like how I see
Stuff
it.
the whole thing in your mouth. You don't
No,
want
I don't know that. I mean, just bite open. You know what I
flats
mean?
you can't really dip in the sauce.
Sometimes you try to get that little meat that's in the middle.
Right.
You gotta put your tongue in it. That's like a pussy. You know what I mean? So I like a flat.
Well, if you
Anyway,
think about it, when you
to
dip a drum into some blue cheese, it's kind of like you came on yourself.
But I think this is my thing. If you eat a fucking drum, you gotta eat it like manly. You gotta
You
dip
got
it.
to.
You gotta eat it in one bite.
Nah, you can't.
One bite and the whole bit. Nothing. You
gotta be skilled to take a drum in one bite.
Yeah, true.
Two bites minimum. What's
it called?
Jaws of life. You You a pig.
Nah, but I'm really liking how the city goes. I mean, how the city is coming right now. We got that nasty ass statue at Columbus Park.
I was there. I was there from.
How was that experience?
I was there from the conversation, and then later on, I didn't see it go away, but I came there after the fact. But I was there from when the conversation began. Like, yo, we need to do this.
Yeah.
And then the actual
They've been teaching us that in schools for years.
They've been teaching us, yeah, but yeah. But that's what it is. It's the mental slavery of it. It's the mental aspect of it. People like, oh, it's just a statue. No, that's representing something.
It's representing
that
lives.
You have to generate a conversation.
Yeah, and you can't have a statue like that where the majority of the people is black and Spanish.
You might as well have statues of O.J. Simpson.
It don't even matter if they black and Spanish. Yeah, right.
I'm just saying though. Like,
He was acquitted. He was acquitted, and white people still hate him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if they're saying, like, oh, he did this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? Won't you put if you want to put a statue,
can we really
Bridgeport up there?
I mean, I'm not really trying to get on top. I'm not really trying to get on topic, but why should we be mad at OJ? They should be mad at Johnny Cochran. You know what I mean?
They shouldn't be mad at none of them.
Or Johnny Cochran and the whole staff.
You know what?
No, they should be mad at
Johnny
Weinstein. They should be mad at them Catholic priests. They should be mad at every white person that ever did something.
Let me say,
they got so much energy to put in black people, but they think people are doing the same thing.
One thing about racism is, like, honestly, like, what did we do to y'all?
Work for
besides
them.
exist.
We made them rich.
Besides working for free. I mean,
Made
we
them
said
rich.
you need to pay us now.
All these dynasties today, they was made off the backs of slaves.
What did we do? That's
They helped them purchase that land that was passed down through generations. They got them wealth. They helped them build businesses and everything. But we got nothing. We got nothing. We got chitlins and ham hocks and stuff that we wasn't supposed to eat. That became known with black people.
In their mind, they fucked up. They was like, yo, we brought them over here. These motherfuckers populated and fucking made fucking families.
They fucking our daughters and our wives.
And we can't get rid of them. Let's start doing this to them. Right. Let's try to stop them from doing this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they fucked up. They wanted us to do something for them, but it's like, there's too many of these niggas now. How the fuck do we get them out of here?
Right. Speaking of racism, and this is just maybe I talked about this already. Damn. But the ice cream song on the ice cream truck
had niggas in it.
It's called Turkey in a Straw. They got a video. It's on YouTube. It was released by Columbia Records in 1927. Yeah. And it has depictions of black people with big, how they disrespected us.
With the red lips and blackface and bullshit.
It was called Niggas Love, I guess in the song they say Niggas Love Watermelon.
But you gotta understand.
So when that ice cream truck come around and they're playing that bullshit,
they're playing racist songs.
You gotta stop.
That's where the beat came from.
Oh nah.
And you can't be.
It's time for them to start playing with something with like some drums in it anyway.
You gotta put some Pop Smoke or something.
You know what I mean? Something upbeat. Like we can't hear that shit no more.
You know what I mean? But also speaking on white people and just the crazy shit they have. Did you know the Sleeping? I think we did talk about this.
Well,
Sleeping Beauty. The real story of Sleeping Beauty is disgusting. It's about a prince who found a comatose woman in a coma-like state, raped her, impregnated her, had a set of twins by her. Whole time he's married. His wife found out and wanted their chef to cook the kids so she could eat them. Wow. But the chef fed her lamb. Wow. And they switched that story into Sleeping Beauty.
So my childhood is fucked up right now.
Most all Disney movies that we grew up on have a very, very dark origin where they came from. They just flip the story so.
But if you wanna go deep into that.
One more thing. Okay. Here's another example. The Little Mermaid.
Break that down for me.
The Little Mermaid. Damn, I don't know the whole break that they did. But basically, she was a mermaid. She met this guy. She wanted to be with him. So she did something to get legs. I forget what she did to get legs. But whoever she asked, they granted her legs. But every time she took a step, it felt like knives were going in her legs. Yeah. And the prince that she fell in love with loved her because she can dance. So basically, she out there on that dance floor dying every step she takes just to prove her love to him. But while she has legs, she can't speak. You
But talk about.
It's just.
But do she has to dance? Like
That's what he wanted to do.
that nigga was in
That's
love.
all he wanted to do.
That nigga
Dance.
was in love with a stripper.
Yeah, he was.
It's a handicapped stripper. Think about
We
it.
talking about like the 1800s.
There was strippers back then. They had brothels.
It's
I'm talking
always-
about the party.
It's always been stripping.
When they doing the organized dances, that's what I'm talking about. Like ballroom dancing.
I'm talking about.
So she putting in real work out there.
No.
She's sweating for 2 reasons.
He is a sick bastard.
Right.
He didn't know.
She was crippled, right?
No, he didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know?
She was a mermaid, not crippled.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't turn your phone down. She was a mermaid, not crippled. He met her because she came on land.
Right.
Like she seen him at sea and followed him and came on land for him.
Right.
So when he met her at a ballroom, dance where everybody's dancing. So every time he saw her after that, he wanted her to dance, not knowing she's killing her.
Yeah.
Every step she takes.
But how true do we? I mean, at the end of the day, this is a fictional story. We don't know that story you was talking
I'm not
about.
saying that really happened.
Oh yeah, but you just trying to break down
She's saying the mentality of
the mentality of it.
The stories that we grew up on, you think it's so sweet and heroic and all that, and really, literally, it's horror stories that they just switched around. Peter Pan, I don't think that story is crazy.
Like if you really look like even the Three Little Bears, what do bears really symbolize? And they tell me they got bears with houses.
Hold on.
The bear
What do
goes
bears
walk in.
symbolize?
Who look like a bear right now?
I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I will say you.
Yeah,
He don't look like a bear.
I know, he like more.
He's not threatening.
But you
If
tell
you
me,
raised your voice at us right now, I think he get pissed on himself.
you telling me right?
So what happens
You telling
already
me
mine?
Nothing.
laughs.
You might get smacked together.
Shut up! My kid is asleep.
My
But
fucking
yeah,
ear.
like, you break down that story.
Yeah.
It's like she gets to break in these people's house, eat their food,
Eat their porridge, right?
Fall asleep.
Go pick her bed.
Pick her bed. He married with kids. Pick her bed. Come home, this little white girl sleeping in bed.
Who you think will get charged?
Yeah. Just eat her. Shit. Honestly, I think that's what happened. They made it seem like
That's
she's
what
got
it
it up
was.
out of there.
Like,
She
yo,
ain't get up out of there.
we
They
got
tied
That's what it was.
They tied her up in the basement. Her and the dad of the son raped her for 16 years.
But damn though, I mean, black people don't do that shit. I mean, there was
We're
three
not
black,
black people, it was bears.
but it symbolized us, right? Like you
Maybe
just said.
not so much. Not so much.
But let's go back to the story though. I mean, they see the little white bitch on their bed, right?
Hold
So
on,
those
the real problem is bears eating porridge?
porridge,
Why porridge out of all things? No meat?
You tell me those niggas eating cream of wheat?
They buy a river.
You
They
know
go
what I
get
like
some
about
fish.
You know what I like the most about
Yeah, bears like
bears?
fish.
They was homeowners.
True. Or even like the Three Little Pigs. That could be racist.
They had
Because
houses,
it's 3
though.
white people and this big bad wolf is trying to blow it down. Who represents the big bad wolf? Now you got a wolf face, so you can be a wolf. You got a wolf face.
What was that? I forgot these stories, man. But
They were crazy. The 3 Little Pigs is with the one. It was one with straw.
Nah,
one
nigga
with.
was hungry. I'm gonna blow the shit down so
He was gonna eat the pigs.
Yeah.
But the pigs can represent what we call pigs.
I mean,
White people.
white people. Swine motherfuckers.
Right.
They wanted, he
It
wanted
was a way
hungry.
of saying that black people was threatened. So you gotta read in between the lines.
Yep.
No, you don't read in between the lines. You can read in between those lines. That's in between the lines. Because they got some.
They definitely do.
They get deep. You know what I mean?
I know they did definitely get deep what they put out there to reject black people.
Yeah, but it's a format. They used to have actual TV shows on how to handle black people, like
Nah,
how they spin, how to handle them.
Yeah.
How this is
They used to have movies with white guys with black faces on trying to rape a black
No,
woman.
I'm talking about
a
actually
white
sitting
woman.
at a desk like we're sitting at. Like, this is how you handle this.
Mhm.
You want them to buy, you make this at a
That's
high
sickening.
price. This is that. Let me give
Make it
you
exclusive.
They give you exclusive ways of handling us. And then it's like, like when you're winning, they're winning. They was winning at a point in time. And this generation is picking up like, nah, it can't be this way. It can't be one way. You can't just have one way. Like you can't just. And then now, we're getting where we're saying like, listen, we want some of these seats and these law changing situations to change the laws, not change them, but have them favor and not and change them.
I'm still in the fan. I'm still with the shit of burn everything down and rebuild it. We built everything already.
No, I'm not.
We gotta rebuild it. If we try to change it, they just gonna find loopholes in the ways now. Any type of way that cops is resigning from being cops because they can't use a chokehold on black people, that should speak volumes. That should speak volumes.
Oh wow, you telling motherfuckers that quit it because
they can't use the deadly chokehold on black.
I thought that had been stopped since like the 90s. No, you can't put anybody in the chokehold. So you're trying to contain them, but
when it comes to that George Floyd situation, that wasn't murder. That was torture.
of course,
torture that man. You know what I'm saying? It's like people put it in like, okay, you got like when somebody gets shot, that's murder. Like somebody gets shot, boom. You're not really. You hurt it, obviously. You listening, but you got seconds, minutes to live. You're gonna live or die. When you getting choked and watching, you telling them you can't listen for 9 minutes.
It takes 7 minutes to choke somebody to death,
and they did it for 9.
It takes 7 minutes.
So and then the fact that he's calling for his mother, a mother that's passed already. That's values.
Yeah. And it didn't even stop with the riots and everything. They still killing black people. People
it's
getting lynched.
It's always been.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. You're going back to that now.
You know, it's always been, but the more eyes on it now. It's always been.
Yeah, always.
It's always been. You know what I'm saying? But what's happening is, it's not hard. You don't have to call the camera people to come and shoot this. You just lift up your phone, and we have more access to it. But what they do is they flood the market with so much of it that you don't even pay attention to it, and it's like not a big story.
No, you gotta think about how the internet works and how all this bullshit works. We can't keep up with the next victim. This happens, something else about to happen.
It's flooded.
You know what I mean? It's just flooded with so much, like, yo, we can't even.
It's flooded. It's like handing you 20,000 books at one time. Telling you, okay, read them all. Yeah, that's how it is opening up YouTube. That's how it is opening up.
You just scrolling
your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, slowly, it's like, okay, what do I, And one thing about social media, you can feel a way about something, and then you go by 5 more posts, and it changes your feelings. That's why I tell people all the time, before you even get on social media, you need 2 hours to yourself.
You gotta be strong in your own mind.
And then
you're right though. Because you get wrapped up in other people's life, then you start being depressed. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't doing nothing, or why my life ain't like his.
Right.
Like, people start comparing their lives. Like, sometimes if you know you're weak-minded, you're not mentally strong for that, delete Facebook, Instagram, and just, you know what I mean?
It's a lot. It's almost like your phone right now. It's almost like a lifeline. Like, I always say this, we in the car, all 3 of us in the car. We 2 hours away. Let's say we 2 hours, we were an hour away from where we need to go, but it took us 3 hours to get there. If one of us say, I left my phone, the car would turn around with no hesitation and no one saying anything.
Nah, not even that too far, man. You better go get your little bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
But where we going? We coming back to it?
It matters, but
because I've been pulling up to work and be like, damn, my phone. I got out the car and everything. I got my book bag. Oh, my phone. Back to the crib. I got to go back to the crib. Ain't happened with no phone.
Wait,
and then, listen,
I have done it.
If you're working for somebody else, I left my. If you like, what happened? I left my phone. They don't even say nothing.
Yeah, all right.
Because
hurry up.
We all have the common. We all have the common. Like we all have the common understanding.
And
when
you kind of look weird if you just sitting there like this nowadays.
Yeah,
you looking around.
Looking around.
Suspicious.
You better
you go in the grocery. I can't even say grocery store. Damn, I want to say like a coffee shop. Yeah, you go to a coffee shop, they have a nice little drink something. And it's a dude just at the table with cup. Like this.
They gonna be like, yo, people are supposed to leave.
You're uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Yo, even if somebody
your
doesn't like
laptop, your tablet, or your phone. You're supposed to be entertaining yourself. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Nah, first of all, Somebody gonna tell you, are you done yet? Are you leaving? Are you ready to go?
Is that your bag, sir? Is that your bag?
That's your bag.
So,
What's in it?
so when people say, circle this around. So when people say certain things about racism, they go, well, why this happened? Why this happened? Listen, we don't have the same energy because you can't understand it. When it comes to the phone, we can have the same understanding because we both understand it. But when it comes to being black in America, you do not have the same understanding because you don't go to the same things.
And they kind of think irrationally. Like the white woman that was mad about the Black Lives Matter thing painted on the ground in New York, and she painted it over in black.
And the black guy.
It looks better in black.
So thank you.
Y'all looking stupid.
Yeah, it did look stupid.
It looks better in black. Thank you, Karen. You know what?
That right there lets you know they have that much hatred in their hearts that they're going to invest pain, time, and effort to try to cover up something that has nothing to do with them.
Do white lives matter?
Huh?
The white lives matter.
Yes. All lives matter. But see, when you say all lives matter, let's go right here. All lives matter, right?
Yeah.
That means all lives is black lives, right?
All
So
lives,
if you take out black lives, how can you take out black lives when you say all lives? People always go, all lives matter. No. Yes, all lives matter. My thing is all lives is part of black.
My thing is though, if all lives matter, we wouldn't have to have specifically Black Lives Matter. If all lives matter as much, we wouldn't have Black Lives Matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Not saying I want this, but we haven't seen this shit. We put it on the news.
I say it's needed.
And we see it.
Our grandparents protested peacefully and got their asses whooped. Sprayed with water hoses, dogs sipped on them, beat stupidly. And just as recently as Trump's rally before he was elected president, they damn near did the same thing to black people that was there protesting.
Yeah.
On camera, you see people assaulting black people that's walking away. And it was allowed. But that's why I say we gotta burn it down. Right. This is literally at his rally. He has black supporters too, which might not be the majority. But he does have black supporters.
I didn't vote.
This was before he was even president, though.
Yeah.
This is happening at his rallies, and it was broadcast, whatever. Cool. He still became president. It shows how much black lives really don't matter.
It do matter, it do matter, but the fact that we're not attacking the same things that they're interested in, it's like basically they need votes, right?
Yeah.
Now if we all it really goes that way. I'm telling you, it really goes that way.
Don't really
yes, they do.
But
yes,
I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm about to tell you why.
I was about to ask, how do you feel about voting? Do you feel like I vote?
If it doesn't,
it counts.
It does count.
But they already know who they want to elect already.
You gotta understand what I'm trying to explain to you.
So how does it
does
count? I'm gonna let you explain right here. Right now.
You say it don't count or do count?
He said it do.
It do count, right? What happens is, right, when people get elected, right, and then they look at a chart. There's a big chart in there. And it says, I need these votes. Now, if the black community has 2% votes, right, but black community has problems, unreached problems. If they only got 2% vote, they go, why would I put all my energy in 2% if I'm only going to get 2%? I'm going to get 1% probably. Okay. So, therefore, they don't put interest in the black community because they don't vote. Now, these people vote. The white community, the Chinese community, all these communities vote. So, if these votes did not matter, why is these people going everywhere to get them? In the white community, the black communities, they matter.
We can't say not every black people.
Just like
it matters. But since the black vote is so minimum, they say they don't have to cater us. Now, if we had a big following of voters, they would say, okay, let me go over there to get that vote. What do y'all need me to do? And it'd be a spokesman, and a person saying, we need this, we need that, we need that. And they would listen. When you see this next election come around for mayor training, you're gonna talk. People gonna come up to you that you've never seen a day in your life. Come up to you saying, "What do you need? What do you need?" Because you know why? They need that vote. The votes matter. Do they have actual control? Do they have actual control of them? Yes. Like Florida, if it's neck and neck, they would stop. They would shut down the polls. But it does matter. It does matter. If it didn't matter, why did our people fight day and night for this vote? Why do countries from the beginning of time fight for these votes? I'm saying all nationalities.
I have my own theory on voting in the president.
I'm not saying the vote. See, the people. This is what people don't understand. The president vote is like this. It's so big. By the time the benefits come to you, he done left office. He done left office.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yes.
I agree with you locally, yeah. When it comes locally, it does matter.
That does matter, yeah.
Your vote matters locally. That's how you change up to that state.
And within your
But
community.
we got to change where we at first.
Yes.
Presidentially, it doesn't. Our vote do not matter. It's just a suggestion.
It doesn't.
It's a who more. It's called the popular vote for a reason. Who's more popular?
Who's more popular?
But when it comes to presidential elections, they have the electoral college. People go over those states to win the people that come to the rallies to get those electoral college votes.
Right.
It's certain. That's
What
why
I'm saying to you
Hold
is
on, but listen. Locally, yeah, I agree with you. Locally,
No. What I'm saying to you is locally, you get the people that's going to speak for you internationally, basically.
but it's not going to change. I'm sorry, that's too much local. We would literally have to do it everywhere in the United States, and they're not going to let us get it up. Once they see that movement starting to happen, they're going to put something in place to knock it out.
Once again, I feel like they have.
My thing is this:
They got somebody chosen already.
It's very, very smart.
He's about to stop me. I'm agreeing with him.
Listen, white people is very, very smart. They're going to find a way. If we ever break their line of control, they're going to try to. They got a plan B and C. You know what I'm saying? So if they see that us unifying, they're going to try to find a way. They do it every time. Every time we start to try to get unified, they use something to bring us back down.
Bro, they're not smarter.
Like Kanye West.
Our cultures is not smarter. No other culture is smarter than us or dumber than us. But
the strategy was they got the upper hand.
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. The reason why they get so much off, personally, me thinking like other cultures get so much off, they're taught to delegate. We're taught to work hard. So we're taught to do it ourselves. Yeah. They're taught to wait. Come on, let me get here. From the millionaire mind, from the millionaire mind to the
working class.
The working class. They're taught in Harvard, not Harvard and whatever. I forgot what the schools is called. They're taught. You're not here to work a job. You're here to create a job. So their mindsets in other cultures is I don't want to work hard. How do I get 30 people
to work for me?
They don't even got to work for them to get a percentage. Everything's about percentages. If I get $10, there's 70,000 people in Trenton. If I get $10
from each one of them,
just $1 a day, I'm a millionaire. Just $1 a day, $1. I would start, and it would take me less than a month to be a millionaire, off $70,000 a day. Way less than a month.
That's why you see franchises like.
So therefore, we're not doing the business culture. We're taught work hard,
but that's on us.
Work that. No, they train our mind to be that.
That's what I'm. This is my whole thing. This is my whole purpose.
School is training your mind to be that way.
Who created schools?
Huh?
Who created schools? Who created that curriculum?
Who created it? The system.
Who controls the government?
The people in power. White people, goddamn it, fuck.
Right.
Well, we can't say white people because white people are in the system as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They teach everybody to be workers and tell the other ones to say like no. Yeah. They don't teach you. School don't teach you about money. School don't teach you about life. They don't teach you nothing. They don't teach you money, life. They don't teach you.
They don't teach you the stuff that you need.
The real you really need to survive. They teach you how to be a worker. They teach you how to grab information, apply it.
Teach you how to sit down for 8 hours.
No, I can say this. I think they took a lot of stuff out of schools. Because back then they had stuff in schools where you can leave school with a trade.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now they took all that shit out. Now we stuck with the bullshit that they want to defeat us. You know what I mean?
Because the trade thing was affecting black people too. We came out with trades too. So
Yeah,
they had to also suffer. They kids suffer, but also they also have an advantage still.
Like
because of the family connections.
They're always gonna have an advantage because they even made our culture comfortable dealing with them. They made our culture feel uncomfortable dealing with us. You know what I'm saying? No,
that's what I'm saying.
So it's all it's not. People say it's mental slavery. It made a groom way of thinking. Because my thing is this: when I always say to people, if you change your mind, you change the outcome. So if you change the mind, you change the outcome. So therefore, you have to change the mind.
My mind's changed. I know yours is.
Yeah,
I'm working on this.
For people at youth, like I always work with the youth. I always work with the youth to say, yo, listen, you're like, well, they make our goals unobtainable. Like million to one. Like NFL, million to one. Bad NBA, million to one. Yeah. So everyone's trying to get one job, and they make you focus on that one job. Mm-hmm. But now, how business is done in sports is like, what's up with the business? Before it was like, I just want to be an athlete. You know what I'm saying? And I teach kids sports, not because of I want them to be the next Michael Jordan, the next big thing in sports. I teach them that because it's discipline. Even boxing, I teach boxing. You know why I teach boxing? Is because boxing is, once you fight every day, you don't really want to fight when it comes to a street fight. You're like, man, listen, I done fought 3 times this week.
Yeah. No, but I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is this. From the very beginning, since slavery time, since they brought us over here, they've been instilling this way of control on us.
Right.
And it's still working. To this day, right, as many people try to get woke, it's a lot of
because they took ignorance. Away the foundation.
It's a lot of ignorance. It is. And it's not necessarily ignorance really means not knowing.
Right.
Yeah. So when people take that as offensive, but it's just you don't know.
Right.
So and it's sometimes the mentality is some people ain't trying to learn.
No, they feel like I'm gonna tell you how a smart person really thinks, right?
I'm not talking about smart people.
I'm not talking about a smart person, but a person that understands life. You somebody that understands life, they go, you try to tell them something, they listen. You go, what can I get from that? What can I not get from that? And move on. The other person say, before you tell them, I already know. They cut you off. I already know. Because they feel insecure mentally that they just assume that they're supposed to know. Because that's what came with in the classroom. You know, everybody didn't want to raise their hand. Nobody wanted to tell the teacher, y'all understand this? Everybody said yes. No one wanted to raise their hand and say, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. Then once that one person raised their hand and said, I don't know what you're talking about, 6 others said, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But it took that one person to raise their hand. So therefore, in certain situations, they make you rely on the physical more than the mental. So you would get a job trying to do physical work instead of getting a job to do with mental. So they get the jobs, the other coaches get the jobs, build their jobs on their mental, which is going to outlast the physical any day. Yeah. So, but we get jobs based on the physical.
I feel that way.
That's not our choice either, though.
No, that way still goes on. But I feel like there is a lot of opportunities out here now that people don't really have to go to college.
You don't have to go to college.
But you still make a living doing other stuff.
You don't have to go to college. You know what college is for? Networking. Yeah. Networking and learning and being in the room with 12 other people that's like-minded like you you're achieving the same goal that we're saying. And it's showing you how to grab information and apply it. Nothing's wrong. I love me. I'm sending all my kids going to college.
But a person with a college degree can grab a job faster than a person without one.
Not really.
Yeah, they could.
It matters. No. It matters the situation.
Sometimes they do.
Because you know why? You know why they can't sometimes?
You ever looked at it?
Because mentally, that person knows that they're on a level. The person that's hiring them, they know they're on an advanced level. So they're like, I got to pay for that. So they won't try. They
You
won't
gotta
want to
pay
pay
for it, you gotta
for
pay.
it. Because once you know your value, this is why.
Okay.
This is why.
I got another example. You ever been on a job for like 7 years?
Yeah.
And this white boy, young boy coming in like 21, 23, and has a supervisor position?
Because he got
Well,
that credit.
No.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
say
saying.
like, yo, nigga, I know this job way more than you know it.
But it's not even that. You gotta think about it like this. Like he said, college connections. His father is probably connected to somebody in the higher ups. That's why he came in. He probably just came out of college or something. But more than likely, from what I've experienced, and everybody's experience is different, jobs is more about how long you've been doing this. In the field that I'm in, I drive trucks. When I first came in, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie. I got about CDL. It was hard.
Hard getting a job?
Yeah.
Or the job period was hard?
Hard getting a job.
Okay, all right. Could have won a
2 years in,
Okay.
any job I can get now. All I got to do is tell them when I graduated. How long I've been driving? What company did him? Oh yeah,
You know
I've been
what that
hired
is,
for a job and didn't go.
Experience.
You know what that is?
That's
Because
experience.
You have to have experience.
You have to. Nowadays, it's more about that. It's people that get jobs in not just labor, producing and other stuff. That it's because people worked with them before. They know they good. They reliable. They good people. They got a good attitude, and they get the job done. It's more about who you know nowadays.
That's
And have how.
I'm gonna
and
be
how
honest.
good
I'm
your work
gonna
is.
be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I got a job just because I played football with his son, with the guy, the owner's son. Like I played against him. He didn't even the son didn't even know me, but the father remembered my name, and that's how I got a job. I worked the job, no, but I got the opportunity to be at the job. But like when I was about to say, once you know your value, college just lets you know your value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people found it, some people say this. Like even this show right now, you can put the value on it like this, I'll sell this for this. But then at a certain point when you grow it to that value in your mind, someone's gonna buy it at that price.
Oh no, we're not selling this motherfucker.
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay,
I'm just using an example. So therefore, it's about once you know your value, we put the price on ourselves. When we say that people will go, okay, I can't get a job, so they just get a job to say, I'm grateful I got a job, which is good, but good to survival. But reality, you're marking that your value. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people do. That's what the guy goes. He knows his phone is worth 1,000. What he'll try to do is he convince you, man, that phone, man, look, it's messed up over there, it's messed up there. Instead of taking shots at the value of it, so convince you that you're not worth what you're asking him for. Oh man, I can't do that. But you know what? My price is my price. Then he goes through and he acts like he's gonna leave. And he stands over there. And comes back and says, you know what? Man, what you doing for a little bit less? Then when he knows, so let's say you sell it for $1,000. Let's say you sell it for $1,000. And then you say, you know what? I can give you it for $950. He's happy when he leaves out the door because he got 50% off. I mean, he got $50 off when he knows what his worth.
No,
as
the
a
thing
person,
is,
you
that
need to
phone
know.
only costs $2-3 a day.
I'm just saying, use it as an example.
Yeah, I understand.
You decide your value.
Yeah.
So therefore,
That's the brand, so they're selling off their name.
so therefore, when you listening, you should not negotiate your value. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to negotiate, but people convince you that you're not educated.
Sometimes you have to
You're not
negotiate your value.
You have to.
Say that. I said we want to deal right now, and
I'm-
we gotta be like, all right, we need your guys only worth 50,000. We're like, what the fuck? We got numbers, so we gotta negotiate like to a point like, yo, we're worth this.
No, you know what I do? I'm gonna be
And
honest.
that's in the grand scheme of things, and what we was really talking about. Sometimes you can't negotiate your value.
Yes, you can.
You can. If you go to a warehouse job, you don't have a forklift license. You never drove a forklift before.
You know what
You're
you
gonna
do?
make the base pay.
You know what you
But
do?
that's because the
I'm gonna
people
tell you what
in
you do.
power
And it's gonna sound
made
crazy.
it like this.
You know what you do? You can skip past that. You know what you do?
Right.
You tell them, listen, I don't want you to pay me nothing, right? I'm gonna work for free for 2 weeks, and if you think I'm worth what I'm worth, then you hire me or you don't hire me. In that 2 weeks, you get to experience more, find out what's the name, and then you go to another job. You already know. Tell the same thing, and you're gonna get your number. People are just not.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you,
you can't go to
No. Listen,
that's not gonna work.
Listen, I've worked in warehouses for
It will.
long time.
A long time.
They'll take that 2 weeks about you and get you out of here.
Yeah,
Because
get
it's
you out.
another person that's gonna come in and
Yeah,
work that
right,
price
right.
that they
You gotta
got.
understand that you're saying something that's not being done.
I'm talking about
What do you
normal
think,
jobs
what do
within
you
the
think
hood.
the big jobs are for? The big jobs, you know what they tell them to do? Intern. What's intern?
Okay,
Free
that's different.
work.
Intern is
You
different.
make,
though.
if you make your own intern, saying,
But
All
you
right,
can't be
you
an
know what we're talking-
intern.
a warehouse.
You can't be an intern unloading the truck in a
No,
warehouse.
you can be an intern, be an electrician. You be an intern as a
Listen,
doctor. You know what I mean?
I'm
Intern
not
is-
saying,
You can't
I'm not
just be an
saying,
intern,
listen,
though.
first and
No,
foremost,
Go to a
First
doctor.
and foremost,
I'm not
first
saying
and
that.
foremost,
I'm talking about
first and
the nursing
foremost,
or
I'm not
something
talking
like
about
that.
a
Regular
regular,
school for that.
I know
regular
that.
listening job. I'm talking about the
I'm
job
talking
you
intern.
really want. If you tell them, I want to learn this, I want to learn this.
Okay, the job you really want. Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense.
listen, the job that you really want, not the job that you want to survive. If you want to have a job to survive, you do what you got to do.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not what I'm
Nah,
talking
he
about.
switched. He
Yeah,
switched.
he switched it up a little bit.
No,
Listen,
I'm saying
we talking about basic living. The job that you have to work to pay
Why
your
do you want to
bills.
go basic living?
Because this is what most people is
No,
doing
you,
with.
you know, when you go to basic living, you tell yourself it's temporary.
No, the job, yeah, is temporary because it's not your dream job. I'm
Right.
talking about the job you got to get up every day
Sometimes
and go to work.
Not saying it comes to your dream job. Sometimes you just be like, "This is it." For some people, not us. Not
some
I mean,
people get because
That's
you
what
think
that
about
gets
it.
back to.
comfortable. People being
That gets
30.
back to what I'm saying though. We're not talking about most people that got their head on their shoulders right. I'm talking about the people that's still under the hypnosis
that I had to
the
work
power,
jobs.
the powers to be.
Yeah.
That's telling them that they ain't shit, that don't give a fuck about something that's ready to go buy the new Jordans as soon as they drop. Instead of paying on some bills and
Nobody
getting
buy
kicked out
the-
of,
why
you
do
know,
they buy-
people get kicked out of projects and these
Why they buying
buildings.
the new
Hey,
Jordan?
those should be $25.
Yeah, that's
$25
crazy.
rent.
What?
And they about to get motherfucking
Yeah,
what you call
yeah,
it?
yeah.
What's the thing?
Yeah,
When they get-
Eviction.
no. What's the shit called?
But
Where
actually,
we get the houses? We get houses for low rent.
Section 8.
Yeah, they about that's what they gotta stay there for is to get Section 8, and they still get kicked out.
let me speak
Rent
like this.
$20.
Why do you think?
Shit, I'm gonna leave the project by
Why
then.
do you think these people? Why do you think these people go in these lines and buy these sneakers?
Because that's what they're told to do.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Every time you open your phone and scroll down something,
No,
showing
it's not what you tell you to.
It's
No, it is. It is. It's
not-
what they
it's
feed
not.
and what they put out
I'm
there.
gonna tell you why. Right? And we agree or not agree, right? Because the Jordans make them feel a different value, saying, you gotta
I
pay
had
attention to me because I had them. I'm this
Thousand
nigga,
other
I'm
people.
that guy. That's
Thousand.
why people do
200
certain
other people in the
things like
town
that.
got it. You know how many
It
people
doesn't matter.
Listen, I talk to people that do this. You know how many times some Jordans drop and somebody got them, now they selling them? Like, man, too many people got them. What do you think was going to happen?
You know why? You know why he got mad? You know why he got mad?
Why?
Because it made his value go
Go
down
down.
as a person.
It shouldn't have been no value on you as a
we put the
shoes.
value on them. Only reason Jordans is that high is because
We do it.
paying them.
Black people.
And
Black
they-
people make
and
everything
He's
high.
Michael Jordan.
So
So
no,
you
listen.
know
If
what
we
I
say,
mean?
if we decide right now, no one wants
Alright,
to
like
wear
you were saying
Jordans.
before, those niggas make you feel type of way.
Yeah,
It does make you feel.
Can I
I
say
got
this?
confidence about.
Maybe if I break it down to y'all like this. Look at Michael Jordan, right? We made him popular. A lot of people don't like Mike. A lot of people thought he was trash.
That's
So a lot of people don't think he the GOAT.
Listen to me.
Let's keep it real.
That's
Hold
a
on, wait.
strong- Break it down. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna break it down into the way that they got us psychologically here. Same way with Jordans. You wanna, it make you feel good, but they built him up. His branding built him up. If Jordan didn't brand himself the way he did from the very beginning, it wouldn't be
But
great.
let's look at his work.
When Mike, hold on though. Think about it. His Mike rookie year, what did he do?
Got rookie of the year.
He did.
Yeah.
He was wearing ones. and hype around it. He was getting fined every game that he wore those shoes, but he wasn't supposed to.
Let me say one thing.
That makes you want him.
Let me say one thing.
Well,
that was a sneak.
Then he got 6 rings.
The Converses or the
No.
Nah, when he went
The ones. Think about it. That was
very first withdrawal.
when Nike first made that, right? That was a sneaker that nobody never seen before.
Yeah.
It was
And he
different
wasn't allowed
color.
to wear them.
He wasn't allowed to wear them.
If he was allowed to wear them, I don't think it would have been that much hype.
But Nike was paying too much money. I'm wearing these motherfuckers.
He wearing them, getting fines wearing them.
We can't.
All right,
That gives a stigma. That gives a stigma.
Mike did a brand. Mike was great at branding, but Mike, you can't take away what Mike did to the game.
That's what I'm saying. Because you can't
The
take away
reason
that.
why, like the reason,
Is Mike really the best?
Yes, he
He's
is. Name somebody better.
regardless if you say he's
He
the
didn't
best
have
or not, regardless if you say he's the best or not, he's
Yeah.
a level of greatness, bro.
Yeah.
He's a level of greatness.
That's what he was.
I'm not going to debate if he's the best or not, but he's a
I'm
level
saying
of
he
greatness.
is. I don't think there's no debate.
He's a level of greatness. When people talk about greatness, they mention Mike.
Yeah.
They mention Mike. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. These are
Don't
levels.
forget about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. I was about to say,
Those 3 mics right there are legendary.
There are levels. So when you bought, Mike was the only one, not Mike was the only one, but Mike capitalized off of knowing this and staying and then keeping his brand, and that's what he said. That's why he's doing things.
I can't respect Mike because his official dressing when he wears is trash. He has business. He put money into gels. He has gels. He has parts of gels. As a black man, I don't think you should do that. It's a great business opportunity. And if I was rich, I probably would do the same thing. But
Not throwing people like us in jails for no
every
fucking
time
reason.
private jails they force states to make laws so that they can fill their prisons.
Right, of course.
Those states get fined if their prisons are up to numbers. This is money. This is what I'm saying. The powers that be. It goes back to
Doing the same.
votes. It's the people with the money who make the president.
At the end of the day, the
Think
president.
about this. Just think about it, man. For real, just think about it, please.
Okay.
We had a celebrity president.
Right.
A funny built orange white man with blonde hair who was bad at business, had a TV show, mad scandals.
A pedophile.
Like, come on. This is the stuff. This is the person you got leading the country.
Racist.
Not even. I ain't gonna say leading the country because he don't do shit. It's literally the government.
You know why?
Everybody focuses on the president. He's nobody.
Nobody voted.
That didn't matter though.
Nobody voted, and then everyone thought he was
No.
It was entertaining the people.
No.
And they voted for that damn.
To this day, he's still entertaining the people. Oh, this is the China virus. He's making jokes. He's not.
People voted for Harambe, the dead gorilla.
Listen to me. It was stuff around his votes too. Though. Think about it. Hillary was up in the thingy, way above him.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, he
popular
skyrockets.
votes.
Then they talking about Russia had a little bit of their little hacking bullshit in there. There was a lot of bullshit with that fucking election.
Who believes that? Come on.
Let's
Let's keep it real though. If you look at it, nobody represents us. They say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, and nothing.
That's why we need them seats.
For real. I'm agree on that. But all right, this has been very heated. And I'm tired.
We went real political. Let's get
tired
out of
of
this political stage.
I got something for y'all, and I think it's the funniest thing. I got it in my phone. I don't got it over here, but in news, right? This, I want to say it was in Brazil, a Brazilian prison. I want to say that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up. I think it's a Brazilian prison. Let's say a guy dug an escape tunnel for 5 years, only for the tunnel to break out into the guards' break room. He dug a tunnel for 5 years, and at the end of the tunnel where it broke out at, the guards are sitting there eating lunch. Like, man, I'm tired. I'm about to go fuck this bitch. Oh, what the fuck? Jorge, come on. Come on. What the fuck? What you doing? It's like, Jorge, what you doing? 5 years?
20 extra charges.
I'm killing myself. That's bad
Yeah,
luck.
El Chapo did that though, didn't he?
Nah, he escaped.
It was some of the people that. Did you ever watch? What's the movie? It was a movie. It was a movie.
Law-abiding citizen.
Oh man,
That was good.
he made the tunnel outside.
He had
that shit set up before he even went to jail.
He had a plan.
He made the tunnels from outside.
This nigga was in there he was trying to escape.
But what was his face like when you broke into the laundry?
Who knows?
I
got that dirt all day long. If you make tunnels.
It took 5 years. He taking it out little by little.
He was coming like Shawshank.
Yeah, he taking it out of his pockets at Brickyard. Just to bring it to be behind the microwave. All the
Well, how is he covering it up though? He had like a big ass poster.
What if he before that day he like, all right, today,
shit.
I'm getting out today. That night he cussed that guard out. Yeah, fuck you, pussy. Or something like that. Or wait till I come back and I'm whooping your ass. I ain't gonna be
here. Nigga got his bag, wiped his shoes off.
He crawled through his little tunnel.
Put on deodorant.
Guess who was in the microwave that morning? That guard. He pulled a double. Escape in silence, huh?
That's gotta be.
Oh my fucking god.
Shit.
Oh my god.
That has to be like, you know how you want something so bad for Christmas and the box look like it's about to be that? Like, that's the PS2. Ooh, she listened to me this year. Yes. And you go open it in his slippers.
My whole thing, right? People can get a lot of stuff in jail. Why did he just never ask for a blueprint of this jail?
Where did you think he was going?
I want to know.
You went in a fucking circle.
Now he in lockup like I should have made it left.
But you know you was, I put this in the hole like, I was digging the wrong way.
I heard that gotta be
I put it like this, man. I was digging the wrong way the whole fucking time.
I should have just dug myself over in. I got 10 more years. They gotta fix the wall.
Man.
But yeah, I got one more. And it's funny, it's a video. I'm gonna try to get the video up there too. It's a video of this guy. It's like, I guess it's his home footage of his front door. A burglar breaks in. Walks in with the mask. He does what every man should hope to do. Start swinging. Boom, boom, boom. Start fucking him up. I guess he calls for his boy. There's no audio. But another one runs in. He hooks him. Boom, boom. He got him choking. Another one comes. He lets go of him. Hooks him. Boom. He walks out. And leaves.
The robbers
leave. And it's just the guy by himself. He whooped 3 people's ass that was there to rob them. They didn't get a chance to pull out their weapons. No nothing.
Damn.
He whooped their ass and they walked out. Slowly, one after each other.
That's what Pop smoked.
But hold on. The gangster he was, as they was walking down, he was punching them in the back of the head. I can imagine what she was saying. He took out 3 robbers by himself.
And it was armed?
They didn't get a chance to do
They
that.
didn't even get to the gun.
What's the first one ran in? You see him run in on camera, start swinging. As you should. I protect my own.
Now you brought up Pop
I will
Smoke.
say this. His punk ass dog ran in, seen what was going on, ran back out, and they run back into the picture until the dudes was walking
Just
out.
started barking and shit.
It's like
Bitch ass out here.
what happens in Philly when you bring niggas from town.
Oh man.
But hold on.
You on South Street?
Also, Trent in the building.
Hey man, listen, somebody here for a cheesesteak. I ain't with that bullshit.
The town in the building.
Nigga, I only seen you at Mercer County once playing ball. Don't try to look at me.
Nah, he's
Also-
going here for support.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
That's a support.
These niggas got guns. We just out here.
Also, think about that car ride back.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Look, it ain't
Imagine
no
this
front
us 3. We break into the Incredible Hulk house because he gotta be if he gonna make us walk out.
Yeah.
With this guy, you going in first. But
You definitely going first. I'm watching out.
you knocking out dogs.
Look out.
I'm not saying nothing.
Listen, we get back. Now we all got fucked up. Say your lip busted, your nose bleeding, my
First
shit
of
bleeding.
all, I'm just looking out. I'm coming
First
out.
of all, who driving? Because it ain't me. Who idea was this? You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking shit. How you fuck with me?
I was in a situation like that of getting jumped, right? On South Street. We get jumped, so we all got little scars, but we happy about the story, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
survived.
yeah, we survived. We get knocked out.
We ain't get, you know what I mean? Nobody get carried off. We just see somebody just nothing going on, not adding. I punched him and he
Oh,
punched
not
me.
a scratch on
Not a
him.
scratch, nothing. We're
Crying.
home. We telling the story. He's sitting in a car like this.
Quiet.
I look back. I said, look, I'm letting him know we fighting him as soon as we get home. You didn't help. You couldn't help.
You know
Nigga,
what?
your shirt is not even wrinkled.
Not even
Scuffs.
Now you fake sleep in the back.
nothing.
Your icy white,
High
icy.
He high yellow. So you know we all
White top's got a crisp on them.
everything.
They ain't even been in the little corner part of the toe.
You still in your Fat Tuesday cup in your hand.
I said,
You got the headband still on?
it's bad to talk about it, but yeah, it was
You got the nerve to say what we doing after this? You piece of
What
shit.
be your ass? Yeah, my man,
Piece of
like,
shit.
Round 2, nigga.
I was like, yo. I said, what happened? He said,
Oh,
oh,
my
my
God.
girl helped me back. I said, yo, you was
The
out
woman
there,
held you back?
you was out there 6
And
minutes. 6 minutes fighting is a
And
lot
your
of
girl
running.
hold you back.
You know what 6 minute ride fighting is? You fight right here, running, you sitting in the street, everybody getting involved, you coming back this way. It might have been 3, but it felt like 15.
Oh man. I wanna bring up once again I wanna say RP to Pop Smoke. Album is fucking fire. Fire, man.
Fire.
From beginning to the motherfucking end, bro. I think 50 Gonna
I
Die
say it's one song that skipped.
was one of them.
That West Coast.
With Tiger on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really. His verses. This is how you come out here.
And Pop Smoke don't even sound right on that kind of beat.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah.
He was trying something out. RP to the GOAT.
Yeah.
But listen,
And
I want to say this because his opinion don't matter.
I want to stay on it real quick though. They found the 5 people
Oh shit.
on his murder.
Yeah.
So like
That's why I said that.
They said it's 3 adults and two
that's what I'm
adolescents.
saying. I'm hearing now that they didn't know that was when they seen the location when he posted the location. They didn't know that was Pop Smoke crib.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all think about West Coast, we don't follow New York rappers like that. Maybe they didn't know who the fuck nigga was.
Who they thought it was?
They don't know.
They just
They
shot him because they posted this.
Like West Coast tap in. West Coast got their own. They sell. West Coast is still selling 30,000 out the trunk.
Yeah, like they're more into their rappers unless
They're
you
not,
come
they're not. Like,
major.
the rappers that if you look up on YouTube right now, the rappers that you be like, yo, they got 300,000 hits, and you're like, oh, they must be, you know what I mean, tampered with. Nah, they be really 3,000 hits from
Some
just
be
that,
tampered.
just that part of their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Them dudes be
They're
going.
following, they support.
They really be going that, you know, like you say like Mozzie. I knew Mozzie for a long time, and I'm just hearing a song. I just heard a song on the radio this month, but he's been doing all this work just like Nipsey. And to be honest with you, I heard Nipsey songs because I was in San Diego. I heard him songs long time ago.
Yeah.
They were just starting to touch the last 3 or 4 years. They've been popping over there forever, like if you mention them. But just like here, we got New York rappers, what's the name? They popping in tri-state.
Yeah. I gotta cut you off because I think I was gonna have to do this today.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
I think you gotta do it, man.
I got it.
Definitely not light skin.
I know that you do what I'm about to happen. I'm just
And we
saying.
also got this too.
Yeah, like subscribe. Like subscribe. People gotta do that on the way today.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, listen.
It's true.
But
We
listen.
got a built ass light skin nigga over here. That's how I fuck with you. Go ahead.
I got, because I want to say this, right? I found out something that's very disturbing. Like, I like fish. I'm a fish eater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like fish sticks.
Yeah.
But apparently,
That's processed food, but go ahead.
I knew. That's like, so that had me thinking. I enjoy a hot dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's disgusting what it goes in there. I've seen it and I still eat them.
Yo,
Are
that's
fish sticks the hot dogs of the sea?
The fish
You
is
think
not-
real crazy.
The fish is not bad. No matter if you eat the fish whole, it's really not bad except the bone.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat.
But some fish ain't good for you. Who knows what
Yeah,
fish they put in
yeah,
there?
certain fish you know you can't eat.
From the beginning of the time, that's what they ate.
Hell yeah, fish.
From
I'm talking about
No.
what's going in the fish.
Fish
Because it's not
is-
necessarily fish going into the fish sticks. It might be
Yeah,
fish
I-
flavoring.
I I don't know.
Yeah, some other bowl.
It got. You see a string of fish in there. I don't know if you know what I mean. But it's a lot. It's a lot of bacon.
Yeah, it's a lot of bacon
You know
there.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
a lot
know
of
crab.
But that's like they got artificial crab meat. They got artificial crab meat, artificial lobster.
Oh, that's
See, like,
You know what I'm saying?
crab meat wasn't really supposed to eat that. That's the bottom.
Yo, you know we can't eat a lot of shit. I don't know. It's a
Lobster's
documentary.
like big roaches of the sea.
Yeah,
so it's crabs.
It's a documentary on Netflix where it says, damn, I forgot what it's called. What to eat or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Bro, the shit you can't eat half cereal.
But see, like the thing about
Because milk ain't good for you.
That too. I mean, how cereal you made.
The thing that what it is not the actual food. It's what they do to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
And they put
Like-
all these
Like
chemicals.
shredded cheese.
chemicals,
I try to tell a lot of
steroids,
people now, one thing I learned from watching this cooking show is don't use shredded cheese. If you take a block of cheese and shred it into a bowl and leave it for 3-4 minutes, you'll come back to a bowl-shaped thing of cheese.
Yeah.
You take shredded cheese, it's in a pack all the time.
I'm hearing cheese cheese really not all that.
It's not that great for you, but they coat shredded cheese in some powder substance to keep it from clumping together.
Right.
And that's not good for you.
Right.
You don't need that.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
shred, even if you eat, I love cheese, so I shred my own.
I'm hearing
See,
that
like-
even certain fish you can't even eat.
No,
It's a lot
the
of white,
fish.
not that good.
Not fish,
for you.
period, because all the bacteria that's in the fucking.
But see, the fish is always going to be, man. You're
Yeah.
going to have to eat fish.
And
I
eating
know
a certain
that, I
thing,
know.
so
What
a certain temperature kills most bacteria.
What they do is, what happens is, how we supposed to eat our food. Once we kill it, we supposed to eat it. We're not supposed to be putting no chicken in the refrigerator for 6 months and then pulling it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
It's
right,
supposed
yo.
to be. It's
Go back
supposed
there
to
when they killed the motherfucking
they,
deer.
when they said, "Yo, go kill
But
that
they
chicken,"
salted it and they kept
They did
it.
that.
They used a different method. They kept it
They-
cold
it was
and they
always
salted
natural. It
it.
was always natural.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on with the food is that they put so many chemicals because they don't want to lose the food. They don't want to lose the food.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
preservatives.
saying? So they put so many chemicals in it to reserve the food, and that's where all the damage is. And anything that's man-made is damaging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to get,
Even vegetables now. You've
Yeah,
seen
but-
fucking
but-
tomatoes.
Well, Brussels sprouts not real. Or
Yeah.
cabbage.
they said it's not.
That's man-made. Carrots. I think corn.
They said
Carrots and
corn
corn.
real.
Corn,
Corn
that-
real.
that grows.
I don't care what
Yeah,
nobody
carrots,
said.
they're
I seen
real.
corn.
But it's still
There's something else.
gold. It's still tampered
But
with.
but I know
Broccoli, I mean.
broccoli. They said it's a form of plastic.
Broccoli?
But you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
gotta get some information on that.
Look stuff up.
but
man.
you know what though? It's all about the reserving because like they can't. Like, come on, they get Florida oranges and they bring them back here fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring them tons and tons of them, and then like you ever see?
This
Did
stuff
you
is
ever?
getting flu.
Right now, they got like a cherry picking place. If you go to that cherry picking place right across this bridge, and you bring it home, you're not going to get all those fresh ones. So what are you doing? You're throwing thousands of them. You're pitting them in places over here to make wine. You're pitting them over here to do this. You're going over here.
It all depends on you. I mean, we know what oranges probably get exported from Florida, but
Yeah.
there got to be some other farms that's nearby them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But
Like
they,
it is
but
oranges.
the, but to Tilapia, like he was saying, I mean, they saying that they have a farm with fish.
Yeah, they that's why it's
They
not
breed
good for
it.
you.
Yeah.
They breed
So,
them
it's
in
not
farming,
even, so
like-
all that stuff that you take out of the water of the fish is taking away out the nutrients. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with a potato.
Fish is disgusting though. If you think about it, they swim in shit all day.
I don't care what you say.
They pissing and shitting.
Hey man,
You go swimming in that.
Yo, what animal don't do this?
I mean, the other ones do it on the ground at least.
No,
they
they
still
they
the
go
cows
in
and
the
shit.
toilet. The
The
ocean-
cows or chickens, like
when they poop, they moving.
That's birds though.
we're gonna come to a point where I'm gonna have to stop eating meat. No,
Right.
Pause.
Yeah, I do a 6 month.
Pigs eat the whole body.
Yeah,
They eat the whole human body. Leave
Pigs
no
don't care.
trace.
That no,
Bones
what kind
there.
of pigs are those? Those are
Any pig.
Not regular fucking.
Yes.
That white
Yeah.
pig.
Yes.
there'll be those other pigs with the fucking
Oh, the horns on.
yeah, what is it
A
called?
hog.
A hog. Yeah.
What like you do? But
There we
But you
go.
know what? But
Let's go leave it
I got
alone.
one thing. I got one thing to say. I got one thing to say, and that's I think we're gonna change the subject. I recently, right, went back and started watching Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I haven't
Remember
watched
that?
in a very long time.
Oh my God, we talked about theme songs, and that is literally got to be top 5. It's in vogue.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Ooh,
but hanging with my man is such so fine.
So you think that's the top 5?
If I play it right now, they can make it do a little bop. What's better?
I tell you what, the old one is Good Times. I think Good Times is better than that.
Not to disrespect the old show, but it was trash.
Good Times.
It make you want to do this. Like, every time you need a payment,
I don't know what
and the part that you don't know what it said.
Yeah.
And then when you found out what it said later on in life, you're like,
Oh.
what?
Remember Dancing?
That because they have fucking what's his name?
In Vogue.
In Vogue. Okay.
Sometimes that's stuff. Like, you know, you skip through theme songs most of the time. I let that rock. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, it's cool, but it's not top 5
What's better?
because the show wasn't even.
Give me a
top
better one.
So,
I'll give you Family Matters over that. Oh, y'all keep talking. Little bit. I got another one that's better than that.
Motherfucker, Living Single's better than that.
This is better than this. Is better than this.
Don't disrespect the thing of white shit on there. What is that?
Step by step.
Turn it off.
step by step.
Turn it off.
Hold on, let it come
Turn it
in.
off.
Please, real quick, let it
Turn it
come in.
off.
Hold on.
I'm gonna edit it out.
Oh,
I don't want to hear no white shows.
Go around. That's enough. That's too much for y'all. That's too much for them, man.
I'm gonna keep it. You know where Hanging with Rich Cooper first episode was shot? In the Step by Step house. The very first episode is the Step by Step dad. They talking.
I ain't know that.
I didn't know it until I started watching it again. It's on Hulu.
No,
Number one, please stop disrespecting my list with these white shows.
I'm sorry.
Unless we specifically
It's a
say
white side in me, man.
You
used
did
to
watch
love
Step by
white-
Step.
I watched it Step by Step. I watched Step by Step, Full House. I watched it all. What was that other show?
Full
that.
House was with the 220.
Yeah.
that was trash. That song was
They
trash.
always have
Step by Step
some.
song was trash. Give me a real-
Everywhere you go, there. No, I'm sorry.
That's one.
Yeah.
Somebody
Who needs you? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all right. I'm naming too many whites. Let's go to the blacks now. We got Family Matters.
I don't know how many Family Matters was.
Fresh Prince is
You don't have
definitely
to
top
say
five.
That's the best one.
That's number one. You don't have to say that though. That's like a goat.
You know what I mean? I don't really want to say Martin. You put Martin like top 10.
Sister.
Living Color.
Oh,
Remember
Living
Sister?
Color.
Dang. Sister was up there too.
Yeah.
What was another one?
Nah, I ain't gonna say Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, nah, that fucking piano shit. It wasn't even a
What
thing
show
song, just
what's
instrumentals.
his name was on? Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I can put him in the top 10
You say
too.
Jamie Foxx. You say Jamie Foxx. I agree with Jamie Foxx, but let's keep this rolling right along. Cause I always. Did you know that female kangaroos have 3 pussies? They have 3 vaginas.
Okay, this is one of the nights you was high as hell watching the Animal Planet.
No, I wasn't. I watched the podcast on the radio time, and they brought this up. They have 3 vaginas.
This is one of the things where I go, how is this information on
It's weird facts to know. And I'm
It
gonna
is-
say
What
this.
do you need that?
I'm gonna tell you
It
why.
is a Snapple fact?
It kind of throws you off when you hear it, but they're all not functional. It's literally 1 vaginal canal, but 3 tubes that the sperm travel up. But each tube is a vagina, technically,
Yeah.
because it leads to a uterus.
Yeah.
They have a double uterus.
Okay.
So they got more than one baby at once.
It was
Say-
something about
say-
rabbits too, like.
Alright, say we chill in the hood. Right?
Oh, and men kangaroo have 2 penises. They're stacked on top of each other.
Oh, so he can just pick whatever pussy he want to go into that.
No,
Go this way and let the other one go.
No, it's on top of each other like this.
Okay, alright. That's crazy.
That's
At
disgusting.
the end of the day, if we were just chilling in the hood, would you bring this topic up?
Yeah, I would probably say something.
And we just sipping on a Friday night. Hey, yo, you know kangaroos got like 6 pussies?
But I say that to say this. You ever? This is gonna be a weird transition. You ever been like, say you was messing with a chick, right? And maybe she was older, You know, had kids that you didn't know how grown they was until you met the daughter. 18, 19. She had kids early. She's like 30 something. Daughter bad as hell.
Man, you looking like that.
She give you a little flirty smile.
Well, how old are you now?
You grown too. Like, I ain't gonna say you
Let's say you in between.
like 25.
So
25,
they
30.
said the mother.
You good enough to hit her. She's of age, number one.
Not 18 though. She's like
19.
okay. She's like 40 something.
Yeah, the mom. Like, you like older women, but you like 28, 29.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What do you want to do?
What are you fucking the mom? I mean, unless the daughter's throwing it your way, then fuck it. But
Would you
I'm
try?
Not, probably won't.
No,
No.
I'm not trying. For what? Like,
You got the golden pussy already.
To be honest with you, if I'm dealing with the mom, I only see the actual mom. Like, I can see she's the bad, but I would never be like, yo.
It's a different
Not
story.
like, okay.
Let me say if I'm
introduce it.
sleeping on the couch and she just
No,
did
let me,
something random.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Then I'm
But-
like, yo, what you doing, yo?
let me explain the
Yeah.
situation. Let me explain the situation.
What
Let
you
me explain the
doing?
situation.
Stupid as hell.
Stop it!
I don't want this.
No, you better not tell your mom. You better not tell your mom.
You come over to your girl house one day. She upstairs. She sit. The daughter sitting on the couch. You never met her. You heard her name a couple times, whatever.
Hold
But you
on,
ain't-
can I ask you a question real quick before these questions?
So,
Are you trying to break up relationships with these questions?
I'm just asking a question.
so I talking about you heard her daughter name, right? But you never met her.
Never met, never
So now
seen
you
her.
come in the crib, you say, how you
How
doing?
you doing?
Okay.
Y'all have a little conversation.
Well, when you come in, why you in your fucking the bitch?
No, but I'm.
Oh, you
What I'm saying is,
you
like, she give you a little conversation, a little friendly. You don't know it's the because she
But
know who you
they
is.
say out of nowhere she be like, I want to suck your dick tonight. You be like, what the hell?
I would swear it's a trick.
That's too much? Am I going too far?
Yeah, I'm not gonna set up anything. You coming like the niggas that get caught on Jerry Springer in the back. Somebody decoy.
You talking to
Like,
her?
but you gotta understand, listen to what you're saying.
I mean, you're having a positive conversation with her, right?
No,
you go to college next year.
Forget
And she
about
go, "Yeah,
the
I'm going to
conversation.
college, and I want to suck
How
your
you
dick."
walked in your house, bro?
Not your house, yours house. Y'all ain't living together.
Oh,
Yeah.
If y'all live together, you probably would have met the daughter by now.
Oh.
But how will you, will you go along with it, or you be like, yo, what the hell's wrong with you?
No,
Having a
I'm not
positive-
going along
listen to
with
me,
it.
you're having a positive conversation, right?
And
When
she
you go
say,
in and you going to college, and out of nowhere, she be like, I'm going to Harvard, but can I suck your dick tonight?
baby, you called me?
I would pick
I'm like,
the most saintest answers.
you know what I'm doing? So what's going to be your...
Now you're done. Now you're done.
So what do you always
Mom!
The funniest in me is this.
So what's your major?
What are you talking about? Wait. It's some track.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Baby, who's your friend?
I was thinking, yeah, baby, who's your friend?
First thing I would be yelling, I'll pass the test. Come on down.
I'm just saying.
Nah, no, back to what you were saying, though. Like, you didn't know her name.
You just come in there and she just there, y'all kick it, it seemed like cool. Maybe y'all down there like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? She gave you a little play. Now you like, damn, she cool, like a little funny.
Yeah. And then your girl come down, she say, hi, mom. You know,
Right, yeah.
oh.
Now you thankful that you held back.
Yeah.
But
You ain't going too savage.
I'm not being no savage like that.
In my girl
I
house,
would like to look at things.
yeah, I would look at
You
her.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I look at when you walk in the
Well,
steps in the bathroom.
I'm not. Listen, you're already in a zone that's not. You know what I'm saying? You're in the house, regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
Right.
You're in the house.
And you were in her house.
Now, if you're at the mall or you had a random picnic and certain things where you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But at a house, you already know that this person trusts this person enough.
Yeah, they in the house.
They're in the
You
house.
can't come crazy.
So how can you
Speaking of houses, though.
take that transition?
We pause this topic, Greg?
Right.
This, I'm sorry.
No, you won't.
It's eliminated. It's
You
gonna be real
won't.
quick.
No, you won't. But
Can't hold that, bro. You know, bro, gonna hold my piss. Keep going.
yeah.
Crossing unnecessary,
Nah.
unnecessary lines?
I got something else.
No. Fuck. Let's give like a guess. A top. What you got?
Hold on.
Okay,
I don't want to say this.
Go ahead, my bad.
Like, I was thinking about this the other day, right? People with multiple personalities, they never get along. They always want to have somebody to talk to.
Sure.
So multiple people in their head.
Maybe all those people in their heads are sick.
It don't matter if they're sick or
All
not.
them people, they don't know each other.
They do. They talk amongst each other.
Oh, they do.
Most times that's how it is. They know each other.
Do you
They
think,
all sit
do
together.
you think
and
all
go,
of us? Do you think all of us right now have different personalities, or just the same?
I would want, honestly, sometimes I'll be thinking like, yeah, sometimes I'll be lonely by myself. I can use somebody else to talk to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be like that too.
I don't want to answer myself. It has to be some.
No.
Do you ever talk to yourself though sometimes?
I talk to
Not like a
myself all the
crazy.
time.
Yeah, not like a
It's
crazy.
when you
man.
answer yourself that they say the truth.
No, it's not really crazy. It matters what are you talking about.
Yeah, you can't answer yourself.
Like when it comes to like being an athlete, you're constantly talking to yourself. When you're running, you're constantly pushing yourself. Like, come on, you do this. Like, come on, like it's you. It's me. You know what I mean? I know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you start talking to yourself because you need to hear that, and you answer yourself, like, who you think you is?
Yeah.
I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? Or you had that conversation before you go in the world, and it's you against you. Like the biggest battle is you against you. It's not really a person, because only how a person can affect you if you let them defeat you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you go in, before you do something big, even if you give it a speech or whatever you're doing, you talk to yourself like, you got this, come on, bro. Let's do this. And even if sometimes, me personally, I need to talk to people and I'm talking to myself. I need to talk to this man and I'm hearing what I'm saying and I'm like, pick up! You know what I mean? Like, pick up the pace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you start hearing yourself, you hear problems, you're like, well, how would I do that? It's like, and then you're bouncing the idea, you're bouncing the thing, and then you realize you need that too. So that's why it's good to talk around, men with like-minded goals to have a better understanding and have an understanding of, listen, like, yo, we both thinking this, we both here. It's just like I was just basically saying before, when you raise the hand, that when you raise the hand, it lets you know, like the person lets other people in the room know that we all don't understand this. I'm not, you know what I mean? So, talking to yourself is just when you talk to yourself, having an argument with yourself, that's when it becomes.
Okay, that's become.
When you like, you said you was going to the store. No, I didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll be talking to myself like, why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah,
Why the fuck did I do that?
like, why, like,
Like that dumb motherfucker. That's bullshit.
You check yourself.
Yeah, you check yourself in that way.
Yeah, you check yourself. Like,
Not having a full-blown conversation with yourself.
Especially relationship stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I took this a little bit overboard. Like, I'm wild. Like.
Yeah.
You know, but people are weird. And I say that because, like, have you ever noticed, like, even with bullying and stuff in schools or as kids, even adults, I'm not a bully type. I know y'all probably know this. But, like, people who bully gay people. I watch a lot of movies. You watch some movies and stuff, you see that. One thing I noticed is they pick on gay people by doing gay stuff to them.
Yeah. That's weird.
Giving them a wedgie, putting a stick up their ass. Some crazy shit.
But you know what though? For you to bully a gay person, like first and foremost, me personally, about feeling about gay in general, I don't care about what you do.
Don't do it to me.
Just don't bring it to me where I'm on a meeting. Just, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care what you do. You go left, you go right. It doesn't matter to me. I don't need to, you know what I mean? Like, it's your preference. That's what it is.
Have you ever been approached?
I don't know if I would be approached, but I know that.
Like hit on by a gay guy?
I can't say no. I can't. I don't
You
know.
You?
I have.
I don't
It's
know.
going on right now in my inbox. This Spanish guy keeps hitting me up, talking about $250 for sex all night.
Nah,
I swear to God, I'll show y'all the best
What
of
was
this
you doing on your OnlyFans?
Never. I don't have OnlyFans, bro. This Spanish dude, he keep messaging me, calling me, FaceTime me.
Why is he not blocked? So that means you.
It's funny. But see, like
You only walking with him. How much?
400. Rob you. But see, like
That's your steep.
I told him 400. He said all night. So man, I'm not in the dudes, man. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not in the game, man. I'm just fucking with you, man.
But that, what's the name? How you handle it? Because you know who you are.
Yeah, I ain't
It's
care.
personality.
A person
funny as hell.
Yeah.
I can't let that go.
A person that has insecurities.
Yeah. They probably would have brought it up on the podcast.
Would have been cursing them out. Like,
Would've
you
been
fucking
ready.
effort.
Cursing them out and ready to kill that person.
That was funny as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you another funny story. It's a night, I'm drunk, I'm off E-pills. This is when I was into drugs heavy. I'm catching a cab home, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm coming to myself. I'm so bodied, I see somebody out the side of the cab. Yo, like, I jumps out. Make long story short, I get close enough to see that it's a man. Dressed like a chick. I just turned around and
I
walked
got
out.
fucked at one time. I mean, I don't know if I was dancing with a train.
But the funny thing about it is, I had to walk home from there. The cab left, and I couldn't get another cab from nowhere.
Wow. Like I don't look at that as like being approached to that.
No, he ain't approached me, but it was me being intoxicated.
But to be honest with you, like when I see people say weird things to me, and I'm like, yo, this doesn't sound. You make me uncomfortable. Like a dude will be like, oh, man, like say
like you in
something.
the corner store, and somebody could come in and slap your ass with your good game. Like,
basketball, right?
I'm
It
gonna
could be,
be
cigarettes,
honest
man.
with you. If it was, I wouldn't be shy. I wouldn't be whistling. I'd be like, yo, chill. Like, you know, I ain't mean. Because you know, I'm in a space.
I'm in a
but-
different space. Huh?
I'm in a different space. But when I was younger,
You would have killed him.
I would have tried to, you know what I mean? I would have tried to beat the life out of him because I would have showed him, you know what I mean? Like, because my self-esteem mentally, my mental wasn't right. Now it's like, yo, nah.
I ain't gonna lie. If a nigga that I don't know smacks my ass,
Nah,
if a nigga that I do know smacks it,
Mm.
it's different levels of smack. It's the, but if he like
Or
hit
just-
it where that it lift up and bounce
or
back
jiggle.
down,
Like,
I'm knocking you out. I'm not. You know that? You know how you smack a chick ass up like boom, and it, you feel it go up and come down.
Yeah.
If a nigga do that to me, I'm knocking him out.
Ain't
No, ain't no words.
Ain't
Just
no-
straight turn
ain't no
around.
God.
I would feel some type of
I-
way if I turn around and
Okay.
knock a woman out.
This might be a hate crime, though, right? It's a
Nah,
full flamboyant gay man.
No, it's not.
No.
Not a hate
Well,
crime.
I mean, if
Run back the video.
He touched him.
He would be looked at as a hate crime because he turned around. He's bigger than this
How?
homosexual.
I would be on that
Busted in the
stand.
face.
I would be on that stand like he made my
Yeah, he
cheeks
did
clap.
touch that.
He made my cheeks clap, and I
He did
had
something
to
first in a way that.
What's his name?
sexual way.
He
He had no right to touch me.
He don't have no right to touch him.
Don't touch these.
Grabbing? You talking about he grabbed him?
He just
A
said.
handful.
He just said good game.
Nah,
Even
he
though
don't
you're
do
not.
What game? Don't play ball.
You just said in a corner store.
Right.
Yeah, in the corner store.
Now listen. Sometimes the Poppies be having baseball games on.
Where?
It's a good game,
You
all right?
walk in
Don't
the
do
store. You get
You walk in that bodega, right? Poppy got the Red Sox play the Yankees.
And you talk about good game?
I mean,
You know good game in baseball?
Listen to me. They do it in every
What
sport.
they do?
Listen to me. Let me break down a scenario.
That
right?
makes it a little gay.
You in
You
there-
thought about that? Why do they want to smack ass? Why do
Yeah,
they show
it's like-
appreciation?
How do that
I
mean?
mean,
Good job.
it's always been
You got the tender buns. I want to feel them.
Nah, it ain't really a feel.
It gotta
ain't really
be.
a feel.
No, that's not. It's real quick and hard.
Because
I don't remember it being done, but to me, but
I've
if
been-
it's been done,
been
you
done.
don't even. It's how
You don't think about it.
No,
It's
And
not
your, I mean, and your coach ever be like, yo, good game, a little pat.
it's
No,
not really
not
that.
much
Nobody
approach.
doing. Nobody doing.
You don't really pay attention to it when you coming out that field from that with that adrenaline. You don't feel it.
Yeah,
I
you
know
don't.
it's been done.
My mind, and how my mentality used to be.
They do
You're
that.
not even coming close to me to even.
Okay.
You're not even shaking
kinda-
my hand. You barely shaking my hand. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
good. I'm like, stay over there. Good job, Eddie. You see what I'm saying?
Can I say the way you just looked at him? I'm pretty sure he got nervous. Just in his head.
No, I'm picturing I'm picturing the kind of person
I'm
he was
saying
in my
like
head.
that. I was really like, you
Because
wouldn't.
sometimes you can see a person's personality, like,
really
yeah, I
like-
really can't.
I was really
Fuck
that person where it was like, yo, nah, let him stay over there. Okay, well, we doing this, but let him stay over there because I didn't say nothing to nobody. I didn't talk to nobody. So even when I played sports, it was like I did what you told me to do. You tell me to do what you tell me to do, and I would do it. And that's where I went. I never associated. I never was like a type of person to talk until I had kids, bro.
Yeah.
So my whole mentality is my college coach, my high school coach, they tell you, listen, I had less than 2 words to say.
I'm gonna have a question for you. Before you even had kids, right? So you never talk. So you never said, man, I'm hungry as fuck.
I never had that conversation. Like I said, I talked to myself.
You told yourself I'm hungry as hell?
Yeah, you tell yourself this too. Like, man,
I'm just saying that. Like, you never told anybody in the crib.
I never had no conversations with nobody.
Mom Dukes, dad.
My mom would tell you. They thought I was mute in school, bro.
So when you hungry, what would you tell to eat?
I went and got food.
As a 9-year-old? 10-year-old?
Huh?
As a 10-year-old, 11-year-old.
They knew that I didn't eat. When you got,
How the hell?
Kids, right? Okay, you got kids.
You
right?
say your mom, I'm sick.
You got kids.
Oh,
Right?
I need.
They seen it.
So I just know you got a stomach ache by looking at you.
Because you know my program, if you're a kid, like my kids right now, 16, 17, right? If I'm in the house with you, if you're in the house with me all day, right?
Yeah.
You're in your house all day with all your kids. Your kids don't tell you ain't hungry.
Yeah, my son's gonna tell me.
But you know the last time they eat, because you're a bad parent.
Yeah.
I know my kids ain't eat.
They tell you. They tell you.
Basically, get the fuck out of here.
Tell you every time that they gotta eat.
You ain't doing your job right.
I know.
I see my son.
No.
All right, yo, come on. Your little daughters will be coming up to you and be like, yo, bro.
Yes, they do
okay,
say
Dad,
that
I'm
I'm
hungry. So what the hell? That's
But
talking.
That's like, they only have
Right?
to do it once.
Yeah, my son will tell me multiple times.
Yeah,
When
but
I pick him up and bring him to you, Dad, you hungry or Dad, I'm hungry. I feed him.
But what he's saying is, if he never said that period, his parents knowing him, they just automatically feed him.
That's job. It's not him, bro.
I'm just talking about other situations, like something happened to me.
Hold on. Why you had to say, man, I'm hungry as
I'm hungry as hell. Did anybody say I'm hungry as hell at least one time in their life? Man, I'm fucking starving.
Oh.
Word is born. Listen, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't.
Let me just say this, right?
Hold on. I'm gonna see if she pick up.
Oh, yeah. That's what we gotta start doing. We start calling people, man. Get them from, oh, my bad. I'm just trying to get them anything.
I'm gonna see if she pick up. She will.
Scared ass. It's easy about me. You never say about my stomach hurt.
Huh? I had asthma, so like, of course,
Okay.
I had like health issues a lot.
You got any brothers and sisters like that or no?
They knew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do
they
you talk?
know.
Do you talk to your brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Like at that age.
I'm talking about at that age.
Like I talk to people in my house.
Oh,
so
okay.
you talking
So
about
outside the house, you didn't talk. Okay,
No,
my
I
bad,
ain't
my
talking
bad.
about it.
Hey, you thought you was in the crib?
Oh, my bad.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you wasn't like just not just talking at all.
Nah.
He thinking you in the crib, you just look at your mom like,
Nah. But
Okay, what about this?
man,
What about in school?
my son is quiet. He don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you was in school, you at least had one friend. Everybody had at least one friend.
I have friends, but when you play sports,
Oh yeah, you get friends. You automatically get friends. Yeah.
Niggas like, yo, he nice. We picking him.
Yeah.
Regardless I talk or not, they know I can tackle.
right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They know you can shoot the ball regardless.
Mhm.
They don't care if you talk. Pass it to them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Real.
That's what they, you know what I mean? That's what, what's the name, like, but far as outside of my house, I have
Outsiders, maybe there's no comfortable.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. I'm on a show right now. I just want you to answer this one question. Did I talk when I was a kid?
Right.
I told you. Like, they thought I was mute, bro. They thought something was wrong with me. Like, my mom like, what you mean? That boy talk all the time.
Right.
Oh, you okay? You was probably just so like, you was
talking
probably very
I
shy.
didn't talk to no outsiders, bro.
No outsiders. Family only.
Was you shy?
Mom, tell him I didn't talk to
Play
no
football.
outsiders.
How
Yeah,
can
you
you
can't
be
be
shy?
shy playing football.
You don't get a lot of attention.
I ain't talk to nobody. Like, you couldn't have a conversation with me, bro. Like, all right, Mom, love you. I'll talk to you later. All right, baby.
Yeah, Outside of
Yo, listen, like for real, like
Yeah, I was a
and I
very
went through
shy
my
kid.
whole childhood. I went through my
That
childhood
was
like
also
that.
funny. I
And
think.
then as
That's
I got
being
a
shy.
teenager,
not
you know,
bad.
you know, relationships. I ain't talk that much or whatever, but you know, like it still happened, but it was still like we ain't talk, and she like, yo, you ain't talking enough. Like I would never talk. I would just watch everybody, and then people would do certain things to me, and then when they do certain things to me, I'll let it slide or whatever. Then I'll be ready to fight, and people are like, well, Dad, he a bully. Nah, I ain't no bully. You did eight different things.
Right, I let
And
those
I let it
slide.
slide, and then now I'm ready to address it because
Right.
you keep
going.
going more aggressive.
Okay.
So then, you know what I'm saying? So like the people that like you said, like I had friends because we played sports. They know that we around when you play sports, you're around a certain amount of people all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you still no matter if you
even if they don't like you, they do like you. But they knew not to do certain things to me. They knew not to what's the name. And then,
You know the thing with quiet people, you never fuck with a quiet guy, they'll kill you.
No.
That's always been the
So yo,
thing.
say you on the bus, right? You know?
Shut up, Swat.
Okay.
God
Okay,
damn.
next question.
So I say you on the bus, what?
You on the bus, the team bus, right?
Yeah.
And everybody talking, you just chill.
I was zoned out. You know what I'm saying?
Get
First,
ready
let me
for
tell
the
you.
game.
Let me tell you another reason too. My brother was he got convicted of murder, right? But they used to question us all the time. But then you go through life with that, and he didn't do the murder. He was just involved in the murder. But he still got hit with murder. You know how that go through. Three
Yeah.
people there, 3 people get caught murder.
Yeah.
So-
Accomplices.
Yeah. So, but anyway, they couldn't find her for 2 years. So
They question
teachers,
y'all every
they
time.
question us. So Christmas, they could find for 3 years. Christmases, they was breaking, they was coming in the door. They knew they had our phones tapping. Somebody's coming home on Christmas. So they was whistling. So I even had a teacher question me. It was a detective acting like acting like a guidance counselor. So I'm listening to these, I'm listening to these people talking to me, and like I said, I didn't really say too much, but that had a lot to do with it too, because now I knew every word that I said.
It means something.
And missed something. Because I did tell, so I did was like, yo man, yeah, man, I heard my brother come home. I told that to my cousin. They heard it, and they raided the house. So then it really made me like, yo, you need to watch what you say.
Yeah.
So seeing that, seeing how they break down doors, seeing how they call, you know, like cops and all. I don't really hate cops and nothing like that, but how it had me feel away about cops, the way how holidays and how just not talking, how talking it gets you jammed up. My brother was like, why is he was in there and gave him 35 years? Because it was like his friends, someone talked. So my whole demeanor, you know what I mean, was like, I didn't talk. Now I'm definitely not talking. You know what I'm saying? Because now I see you coming. I'm playing football. You watching. Every holiday you looking, and you going through years of this because they really I'm in a small town at the time, so they got nothing to focus. It's not like another situation's coming up anytime soon. They focusing on this. So my whole until I moved back to Trenton, that's when I had me comfortable, but I was already like I ain't been talking this long until, like I said, the only reason I'm near now because I got my mental change, and my son had a situation of almost dying, and then they like he don't, you know what I mean. I had to talk to him, so I started talking. But then I just, I was around people, like I said, playing sports, you're around people, so people make jokes and stuff. And then he was like, instead of punching them, I realized just find them, make the joke funny like them. So they cracked on me, I cracked on them, and I was like, yo, you know what I mean. My whole thing was, if you cracked on me to try to break me, I cracked on you to try to, make you laugh. I don't make you laugh if a joke ain't funny to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I had a difficult life where you had to watch what you say. It wasn't like I was in the, like the streets and all that stuff. It just that's what the situation was, and I really didn't say nothing. I didn't feel comfortable saying nothing. You know what I mean? For a long time, I was, even in my mind right now is replaying what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, but this guy is just.
Yeah, I'm just an asshole. I'm just fucking
just
stupid.
stupid.
But I want to switch to a subject. I mean, T.I. been going crazy.
Yeah.
T.I. been bugging, man. He's thinking he can fuck with 50 in the verses.
You know what it is? What happened with the Corona thing? All them dudes feed for attention. And the corona like made everybody focus on family and everything else. Like focus on you really in this time you really focus on yourself.
Yeah.
These dudes is no attention to them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to break down. Right now this is fun. This is like
Yeah, they need that attention.
But if you had to pick though, who are you picking if you had as a catalog of the music?
I like both of them, but
I fuck with both. I'm going with 50, my damn.
I got 50 here and say I fuck with both. T.I. has some cool songs.
I'm not a fan of the albums of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
I'm a fan of songs I see videos of.
Yeah.
But
I'm not buying.
I'm way bigger fan of 50.
Yeah.
I'm
His
not
songs,
buying
New
the
York songs, the drama he bring.
Yeah.
I love it all.
Just
Power.
The
all
impact
that,
that T.I. never had an impact.
Nah,
like
T.I.
how
talk
fucking-
like he say words sometimes I don't be having the time to break down.
Yeah. But you know what, T.I., you can't ride, you can't put a T.I. CD in and ride to New York.
Can't.
You can't.
Nah, you can't.
You can't. You ain't making it to New York.
T.I. got a couple of songs. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. You played Get Rich or Die Trying and fucking
Yeah.
what
It's
is
a
that?
soundtrack.
Massacre.
The soundtrack was banging to me.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's a wash to me, honestly.
But-
T.I. did have
But he tried to
what's
say
that
because
movie?
he did movies, 50 did movies. He got songs with Rihanna.
Rihanna. Rihanna.
Rihanna. He got songs like he got a lot of.
He got some little
He got a lot of
pop.
he got little things popping, but he ain't got like.
But I'm saying like with 50 jumping those two albums right there, like how do you gonna?
That's.
It's gonna. I'm giving. It's
it's
gonna
different.
score. It's scoring at 20, probably
My
7.
thing is it's different. It's different. People look at T.I. and stuff he do for black people and the things he say and the support he give, and I love all that. But if you want to talk music,
That's what I'm saying. He don't get fucked up.
you gonna put "You Don't Know Me" up against what?
Yeah.
What song 50 got that's not better than "You Don't Know Me"? If you're in the streets of niggas, you don't know.
I don't know what
When the last time you played the T.I. song?
T.I. put that down low.
Yeah.
That will shake the room up. That T.I. got with the what they know what the how you go again?
You gotta say how
You don't need, yeah, I'm about to say.
I know the song, man.
Man.
Alright,
Put a step on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on me.
Man, T.I. would smoke that nigga, man.
You're crazy.
T.I. would smoke that.
Name us T.I. song. You couldn't just
Just
name
live
it.
your life. I what you put? Are you kidding me right now?
What?
No, I fucked the whole joke up. On to the next topic.
Yeah.
No. T.I. song. Just
With
live your life.
Rihanna?
Yeah, just live your life.
That's
You
a
fucking-
feature because of Rihanna.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't know T.I.
Name
catalog.
it. Say a T.I. line from a song.
What T.I. song got
When you hop up in that motherfucker, you don't know me.
Not from the hook.
You don't know me? That's another banger.
Say something from one of his verses, not the hook. Exactly. That's all I gotta say. Now say 50
You
verse.
remember that song though? Like you remember how it came on?
Yeah.
What up, blood?
What up, cuz? What up, blood?
What up, gangsta? Or even
47.
he said,
What
what he said? He said, your sun don't shine. What he said? The sun don't shine.
Shine forever.
That's
We might as well shine together. Our hearts ever. No check a G unit move around with us pounds of Berettas. Yeah. If I want it, I'm gonna have it. What was it to give it to me, yo? I gotta grab it. Make an ass out of yourself trying to stop me. I'm cocky, raps rocky, nigga, you sloppy. I'm putting it up. A-levels above you, nigga. Come on! What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then Lloyd Banks come and kill it?
Yeah.
What T.I. song? Hold on. What did T.I. his groups, what did they do compared to 50
Yeah.
G Unit?
Mixtape. See what you
What was his group called?
I don't even think he's going to even outlast the mixtape. I don't forget the album, the mixtapes.
T.I. did sign somebody that was fired. I can't remember, but they ended up getting up from under him.
He really signed Meek Mill though.
But it was.
Yeah.
If you had to just search that on YouTube, you know you don't listen to it.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to T.I. shit, man. After T.I. got locked up and killed a family man, we niggas forgot about it.
I never was on tip.
What about the
Ludacris killed him. Say up the T.I.P. in my dick. What are you talking about? They battled in a song, and Ludaverse was way harder than it.
Yeah, right.
You think about it. You gotta go back. You might forget it right now.
We all jumping out the water trying to
We
get
all
some
know
fame. You'll get
50's
spanked.
catalog.
Nobody
You gotta.
likes me.
That's okay.
Like y'all anyway.
Calm down. What I'm saying
Shorty, your
is,
ass getting fat. The tweets got you getting fat.
but did anybody,
Bitch, we grown.
did
That ain't
anybody
baby fat. Come on, man.
really like candy shopping?
He said, in the gym, you put your ass up on the Stairmaster, but you got it on level 2 to go a little faster. Come on, man. Look, girl, I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you how I feel. You should handcuff your big ass to this treadmill. Like, come on, man. You want to work out now because you know it's getting hot. Your big ass finna flop all about that whole time. Come on, man. 50?
I feel you,
You
Black.
serious? Like, come on, bro. 50 been killing. Oh, I know it's near the end of the pod, but I want to shout out people that supported and bought the shirts, you know what I mean? I told them to take pictures so that I could put them in. And I wish I would remember this earlier in the episode. I would put it in the very beginning. I might even cut this right now because it's a little quiet and somehow push this toward the beginning as like a sneak peek so I could drop those photos of the people that, you know, looked out and, you know.
And continue to look out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say this. To the people that didn't get shirts, you asked out. We just talked about this, about how to make things bigger than what they are, or how to set your own, know your worth.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing out shirts every month. I'm not bringing out shirts every 2 months. You might get a shirt, a W.O.M.B shirt, every 3-4 months. I want the people that actually have them to feel like they're in an exclusive club of people.
We gotta break down the strategy.
Nah, I just want to let people know.
God.
When you wear your shirt, feel like you're a part of the exclusive club. Because you is. You growing with us, you watching us start from the bottom, you know what I mean? And you put money into our pockets that help us further our, you know, our thing. Speaking of money, and I think this might have to be our last topic.
Yeah, let's just end it.
Did somebody ever say that they found money in your house? Or like in your car? Damn, bro, I just found $10.
Nah.
No. Pass that up, man. What are you talking about?
There ain't no fucking fun.
Don't ever come out your mouth and say you found something in my crib.
$1 on the floor, motherfucker.
I don't care if it's 10 cents. Give me my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That bastard.
You know what I mean?
How can you find something? You know what I mean?
In somebody's car.
You Christopher Columbus.
Last thing. That was a little quick one. That was a little quick. I would have asked this because this is kind of serious. Like, we all got females that we deal with. We all got, you know, our ladies on our side. Let's keep it real. And I see you looking, trying to figure out which one it is, but you don't know.
Damn, we got a topic.
After a night of passionate love, y'all did everything. You eat pussy, you went and licked that ass, you might lick the toe too. Is you brushing your teeth?
I have to, because I have an aftertaste.
Does it?
I gotta brush my teeth real quick.
You don't
Well,
brush your teeth.
I brush my teeth.
No, you
bro.
don't.
I'm gonna have. It depends though. If I'm
It's
fucked
2
up,
in the morning.
I'm passing out.
Y'all just had sex for good 30, 45 minutes.
I'm passing out. I'm going.
You going in?
I'm going to sleep with that.
So you
that
waking
ass
up with
mouth.
the butt breath.
I'm gonna wash it. Might just kiss her in the morning.
Crack on your tongue.
Bro, what is the question you saying that? Well, after you do everything, you get up?
Or you getting up and brushing your teeth?
I'm not getting up. How do I know round 2 ain't coming around? Round
Ooh,
3,
right.
round 4.
Who knows?
Like you
I'm
watched
passed out. So I
after
don't know it's round 2 or 3.
Yeah, most people you don't know about you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
what y'all talking
No, I'm honest.
Yeah,
You ain't never pull out before you let it leak on the floor, wipe the tip and put it back in?
I did. Of course I got a tap. You gotta pull it out. Oh, you think it's about to be over?
Nah, they don't even know.
You think it's about to be over? I tap to make sure I'm about to done.
That's when you get down on your knees.
You gotta start talking crazy. Are you crazy as hell?
You gotta lick that pussy a little bit.
It's like
Make sure you're gonna stay hard. Wow, throw it in there.
especially when you eat a pussy. When you eat your pussy, when you put arch that, you know you killing it, right?
Nah, I don't arch my butt. I don't know what the hell is going on here. You waiting for somebody to come tag you?
And that's what gave you the cornerstone.
That's what coming. Hold on, my turn, baby.
That's why I get smacked the ass at the course.
You put some with your back on.
Game, all right?
So the AC on, you don't feel that breeze? It ain't cold?
Hey, yo, that was too funny,
That ass
bro.
face toward the whole air conditioner. He's like, ass cold. Balls are shrunk up.
Yeah, what I'm supposed to do?
Now I caught myself a couple times in that position, like, yo, like, I gotta get in my stomach real quick, man.
Real. Don't put your feet in there. Do not put your feet in there. You know, you have your feet dangling out.
I'm like, I'm doing too much right
Like you're on the
now.
phone with your crush. So what would you have done if I would have kissed you?
Hey, you know,
Yeah,
Wow.
man, like, listen, man.
Niggas dumb as hell, man.
I'm not jumping up till it's over.
it's gotta,
I'm not brushing my teeth.
no, I gotta lay on the bed like, yo, I really do.
I hit him in the
nasty
eye.
shit.
Nah,
We gonna brush it
I mean, I'll be honest with you, not to, what's the name, I treat it like a fight. I got water on the side.
Yeah, I gotta take a swig of something. Smoke me a
That's what I'm
cigarette.
saying, like what you said though, you going
There's
right
no
to the
aftertaste. That's what I'm saying. You saying aftertaste.
There's no, you
gotta have some juice and water on the side.
You said you gonna suck
And
your
you
toe.
smoke blacks.
Yeah.
Number one, she's fresh out the shower.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's no aftertaste. The only thing I'm tasting is the soap that's
Yeah,
water.
right.
But I don't know.
And I'm taking a swig of some water after, and I'm smoking
All I
cigarette.
need,
I might got a half a blunt in the ass for that. I might finish.
all I need is some water. Some water.
Yeah. I might get some water. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and just rinse my mouth out real quick.
Only thing I would get up for is, sometimes you gotta go to the bathroom sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bathroom all the time. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta
Yeah.
be after that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I just pass clean out. I be so fucked up. I'm like, I'm
It
out.
matters what time it is too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's still early, then yeah, I can go take a piss or
I'm
something.
not
Okay, what time? I gotta take that piss.
I'm not a late night person. I'm in the middle of the day type person. You know what I mean? Like,
We neighbors. Let's talk about that. Hold on. Yes.
We not-
This is my neighbor.
we not
What
talking about
happened?
that. That's
This
what
is
we
my
not
neighbor.
talking about. That's what we not talking about. We not talking about
Not in the
that.
morning.
We're not talking about working out.
So you ain't rinse your mouth after that? Not anymore.
It's Thursday.
Huh?
Best part of waking, you know? Butt cheeks in there.
We not talking
It's
about
part of the waking, dude.
I know I've been bad 3 in the morning.
niggas sound like they moving the whole house.
Like,
Y'all moving out? Nah.
You see y'all moving out?
I have furniture moving around here. Oh, shit!
And then doing puzzle. You just moving out 3 o'clock
So
in the
it's
morning.
tough over there. It's always late, so I ain't gonna lie. I just be out late.
That's crazy, man.
I'm still like, whoa.
My neighbors don't complain about me.
They love me, yo. Never to my ear. I thought you had a girlfriend.
This nigga got complaints on both sides.
Yeah, I did. The other side was like, you almost knocked my TV off the wall.
Hey,
Child.
you
I'm just saying.
Oh, listen.
This is what happened.
Hey, man, that's another story for the time.
Hey, it's been another episode of What's on My Brain. I'm your host, AC Slater.
What it do, Busy Boy Comedian Wats?
Eddie Frank.
We appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thanks for coming on, bro. You know what I mean? I just want to say thank you for making me realize that I don't do shit with my life. I could be out there doing some push-ups and some pull-ups with you, but I'm not. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's not gonna happen. I'm lazy.
It's not about
I
that.
try to diet.
Nah, before we end the pod though, I'm gonna really start complaining about stuff. Like today I seen an old man. I was somewhere doing my rounds with my job and shit, and this guy was like 57 years old. And then we were just talking to him and shit. You know what I mean? He told me, yeah, I live in the woods. I'm thinking like it's a street name. This motherfucker actually live in the woods. You know what I mean? No job, know what I mean? Know where to live.
Off the grid.
Know what I mean? Early mornings, like 10 or 9:30, nigga sipping like one of those plastic bottles. And he said he on disability, but I don't know how much he's getting. But the nigga in the woods is hot as hell out there. So I'm looking like, man, my life can really be fucked up.
That's how you gotta look at it.
And I'm looking like I be complaining, like I'm skating. I mean, like I mean, like complaining about the dumbest shit. Like
But then again, that's what I'm telling you about the social media thing. It makes you feel like you can have a great day, then you say, and then you see on social media, I just caught 3 portions. Right.
Now you're tapped into that.
Now you tapped into
So
that.
I looked at it today and like, yo, you know what, man? I'm stopping that bullshit.
Like with me, I'm grateful, man. The first thing I think about is just like, yo, getting up, I'm like, yo, dad, this really, I'm really in position to do, you know,
I wake up in
even
my
being
house
there.
every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, I
we
really
need-
appreciate
we
that shit today. Like, yo, like,
To hit the floor,
what the fuck
that
you
even
complain
hit-
about that I don't got this or that? Like,
because
I
people-
can't have shit.
you cannot, yeah. But some
Like-
of the people, even the people that don't have nothing, it's really about your mind.
Yeah.
Like you can put yourself like, let's say, what you complain about, because I went to Haiti and did missionary work. They really didn't have nothing. No electric.
Mm.
They built the house last week. You know what I'm saying? And when I came back from there, I was like, yo, and that's what really made me appreciate it. I'm like, no, okay, this is bad. Listen, 5 things is good. I'm healthy. So even if I lose my job, I'm still healthy. I can get another.